Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we are gonna be putting in some more drives in the Hewlett-Packard 70 bay storage box down here. And to do that I have gotten some packages. You awesome guys out there have been sending me trays to use in my storage box. So let's go to my little table here and see who has sent in awesome packages. First we have a package here from Prime Stevens, yeah, from the Netherlands. He has also included a letter. I have read this, and thank you very much. Prime here, Optimus Prime, what? It also sends something that he has, I believe he has 3D printed this, and this is for cable management. It's a kind of modular thing that he has made. It's not that strong. I believe that one would fall off really quickly, but the idea is definitely there, and well, the base of it is really strong. I'm not sure if that would hold up, but yeah, it's a really good idea. Cool, thank you. And then he has sent me, how many is there here? There's 2 there, and there is 4 there, so 6 in all base for my storage box. Thank you very much. Prime from the Netherlands. Then we have Bjarke, and he is from Denmark, and he has sent me 4 of these storage boxes. These are way old, 80 gigabytes. So apparently Hewlett-Packard has been using these for quite a while. So we're already at 10. That's cool. Nothing more in here. Don't believe whether from Prime. Don't believe Bjarke sent me a note, but thank you, Bjarke. Then we have Felix. How do you say that? Raul. R-U umlaut LL. Yeah, he's from Germany, and he has also sent me trays here and a note. Thank you very much. I did also read the note for this one. I have the problem that when there's packages for me, I get so damn curious. So I have already opened them. So, oh yeah, there is hard drives included here. All of 160 gigabytes. You really didn't have to do that, but I found it very funny, and it's even the right one, the right label for the hard drive here. Old Maxter hard drives, and there are 2 of those, I believe. So this was the heaviest of the packages, even though there were only 2 trays in it, but because of the hard drives, they are pretty heavy. And I believe that was it. Yes, thank you very much, Felix from Germany. So I have to dismount these because I'm not gonna be putting in 160 gigabyte drives. That would be foolish, but I did think it was very amusing that they came with drives. The first hard drive I ever bought was 250 megabytes. Well, the first one I bought in a store. The first one I ever bought was a 20 megabytes, and that was a used one. So thank you. Oh yeah, here is the letter from Felix, and he had announced on Twitter that he was gonna send me 2 trays. I just hit 1,000 Twitter followers, so thank you for all the good Twitter followers. It's very nice when you add a letter in the box, because I get messages on YouTube, I get messages from email, Twitter, Facebook, and sometimes even on LinkedIn. And yeah, it's a bloody mess, and I can't keep up with where I read what. So thank you very much for sending a letter together with the packages. That's really helpful. So thank you, Felix. So we're gonna steal the hard drives from up here. I have already emptied some of them. So I'm gonna keep doing that, and we're gonna take drives out of here. There's another one. So Yeah, this is gonna be a Seagate one, so I'm gonna take those out. Another Seagate, and these are 2 terabyte drives that we're gonna be putting in. Another Seagate. I guess it sits very well up there until I need it. So screwdriver, yeah, normal one. There, will that fit? A bit too big. Okay, replacing these drives are really not that interesting. I did get a question the other day if I ever use a electric screwdriver to unscrew these, and well, I do. But very often it's you have a lot more feeling if you use a hand tool, because these screws are tiny. Well, these are not the tiniest of them all, but if you have these 2.5-inch hard drives, well, they are pretty tiny, and you can easily, with a electric screwdriver like this, do damage to them instead of doing a good job. So yeah, often I use a hand tool. I had found this, but it actually gets pretty tedious to replace these hard drives. I have already done 5, and I can already feel it in my hand that, well, I'm not used to doing that movement. Yeah, haha. I save the screws for these trays because they fit really well here. So I put the screws in each tray there, and I put them up into the Ecologic ice gushy box here. And we take out the next one. Another Seagate drive. Okay, I have put most of the drives into trays, and I've emptied Dell Ecologic thing up here. So I have 9 drives here, and I have 3 empty shelves, but I'm kind of running out of space, so I wanted to put in, well, that would be this is the only Hitachi drive. Yeah, I've been making labels on the ends of them. There are 8 Seagate drives, and there is this 1 Hitachi drives. All the other drives in there are Hitachi, and I believe there is 1 Samsung drive in there. But yeah, I'm gonna put in those 8 drives down here so that they're out of the way. So it's gonna be noisy when I take it out. You can see it's checking out the drives here. Oh, it has turned orange here. I hope it changes its idea about that. And I'm gonna take the next one. And it's getting quiet again. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take some 2 terabytes out of this setup over here and put those in as well. So over here there are 2 disk shelves, and all of the bottom ones are 600 gigabyte SAS drives, and all of these in the top one, they are, oh, come on out. They're Hitachi 2 terabytes, really good drives from back in 2012. They have a little circuit board on them, and I believe that is for converting this SATA drive to act as if it's a SAS drive. And so I will have to figure out how to leave that in. I don't think I need to take that out. We'll take 4 of those. We need 4. Oh, we only need 3. 3 right now. Okay, so those trays looks like this. They use the same screws as the Hewlett Packard ones. They also have a metal bracket here. Okay, there are 4 screws here. We're gonna try and remove those. See, and we can remove this PCB. Sit right there. Take the drive out. Cool, no problem. And we need to put this back in. Don't know if I need that PCB ever, but it's better to have it there than somewhere else. We're gonna do as we usually do. Just take the screws in here. And how do we prevent this from falling out? Piece of tape. I'm sure that will do it. 4 of the base there wasn't any screws, so I've been down in the basement and I kept all my screws from. Some of these are from my very first computer that I ever bought, and yeah, it's good to keep those around. Just happen to have a lot of hard drive screws here, and they just happen to fit really well in these trays. That's working out great for me that I kept those. So 1 more down. That's 2 and 2 to go. Okay, I have completed the last 4 drives here, and we're gonna be putting those in. These are the Hitachi drive HGST. Probably most of you know that Western Digital bought the hard disk division of Hitachi, or from Hitachi, so it's not a Hitachi drive anymore, it's a Western Digital, but the Hitachi brand is still available. To optimize airflow, when you take this, when you pull the trays out, or the, what did I call that, the shelf unit out, it maximizes the airflow, so to still keep the drives cold. So we're gonna put here. So there are 7 drives in each of these, so we're gonna be running with 9 drives in each. So there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 18 terabytes. We're going to do the same over here, and it's going to make the same noise. Going to take these 2 fillers out and put the 2 drives in. Oh, I see that I have a screw here that isn't in enough, so we need to screw that all the way in. See if that did it. Yeah, it's gonna be able to do it. Okay, and we'll take the other one first, see if that's better. No problem with that one. Can't see that there should be anything wrong with this. I don't like that. Okay, so I replaced this screw with one that was smaller The other one doesn't stick out, that one did. So let's see if that was the problem. Yeah, now there is no problem. And over here we have the 3 empty shells. I don't want those to disappear anywhere, so we're gonna pop those in as well. They can just stick out a little bit. That way I can remember which drives I stole. Okay, we are in at the computer and I have rebooted the Lenovo server, the awesome X3650 Model 5. And because of that Hewlett Packard RAID controller and those 70 disks in there, it takes I think about 5 minutes to check out that RAID controller every time I boot it. But I have mounted the Hewlett Packard, the SSA. I forget what that stands for. But I have it mounted up here, offline something, an ISO file. We can see that when it has loaded and we can go out into the computer. Something about storage, yeah. But I've mounted that and booting on that ISO file. So yeah, it took about 5 minutes. So, but now we are booting the Smart Storage Administrator. Well, it's an absolutely wonderful day to work with servers in the data center here. So yeah, we are doing that. So I need to go around the back and move the cable around. Okay, back in the data center. We have our server and we have our Smart Array controller, and this is the Smart Array P441. It's in slot 255. Don't believe I have that many slots. Let's see what it sees. It sees some configuration there. Guess that's it. It sees 14 physical drives. That does not add up. It should see more than that. Okay, it sees bay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it doesn't see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So there are some drives here that it does not see. It does not see number 9 over here, and it does not see number 5, 8 and 9 over there. That's weird. I will try and pluck those out and plug them back in. Let's see if that did anything. Have to go up here and refresh. It's not as if they start on number 0. No. Over here. There should be 18 drives, so I'm missing 1 here and I'm missing 3 over here. Each of the 2 pull-out trays there, they have their own external. This is port 2E and this one up here is port 1E. Yeah, I'll mess with this a little bit and see if I can find out what is going on here. Okay, right now it's number 9 that is there. That's because I took number 8 and number 9 and I swapped them around. So apparently the one in number 8 is just not showing up. So I'm gonna try and take that out and scratch my head a little bit more of why that isn't available. There's a better view of the drives right here, so it kind of shows me where they're located, what the sizes are. I like this view better. It's a nice overview. But yeah, number 9 is there because I took number 8 out or swapped those around. Okay, here are the drives that isn't working. These 3, which all came out of the NetApp box, they do not show up. Then there is a Seagate drive here, Barracuda LP, also does not show up. Have no idea. These might be the formatting or something that it don't like. This one, yeah, I don't know. Okay, we are up to 16 drives now. Didn't do anything up here. I took the failed drives out of here. You saw those, I had them on the table. I took one of those drives, and Hitachi, I believe I took that one. It's probably that one. I'm not sure which one it is now. But it seems that I was just too fast, that it hadn't really checked out all the drives when I got in here. So it might be okay. You see, it says 16 over here. I still have a couple of failed drives. So I took one into the computer and I formatted it on my Windows machine in there, and then that kind of worked. It might be those NetApp drives that need that. I'm missing number 8 here. Let's take one of the drives into the computer and just put a partition on it. That seemed to work. Okay, here is one of the NetApp drives. You can see it says NetApp right there. Maybe you can see that. So I'm gonna put it in this contraption here, and I'm just gonna use the Windows Computer Manager, the disk manager, to format it. So let's put it in my nice contraption here. Should be kind of plug and play. There. I hear it spinning up. That's the one that I did just before. Maybe I need to reboot my contraption here. Yeah, there it disappeared, and I can power it back on again. There. It should pop up here. Yeah, now it sees it as an unallocated. So we need to initialize the disk. Good idea. I'm sure that is doing something, hopefully something helpful. And then I just made a simple volume on it, using all the space and the D drive, and I called it, well, let's use something else. JJ. Next. Formatting. There, and it's done. Maybe this will work. So I'm gonna unplug this and we will try it in the data center again. Okay, so right now we have 8 drives in this, and we have 7 working drives in this. So if we need to have one working, it would be cool if it was over here. So let's make sure that that wasn't working. That should be drive number 8. Let's check. 16 drives right now. Refresh. Still 16 drives. And number 8 is missing. So let's put in number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so we have 8 in each of them. Sorry. Okay, so let's still put in number 8. That is this one, and it's another Hitachi drive. There. We've got one in instead. That's the one we just formatted it. There. Oh, it lights up blue. Awesome. Don't think I've seen a blue LED in there before. Wonder what that means. And we'll try to refresh. Still only 16 drives, so that didn't do anything good for us. Still a drive number 8 is still missing. I have 17 drives up and running, not including this one. That one is it works great at the computer. It hates me as soon as it gets out here. But a funny thing, look at the orange thing here. It actually also gives an error here on the display. There is an orange thing there at number 9. So number 9 is not working that great, so that's interesting. So I'll take that drive out and I'll try and replace it with another drive. Okay, I took this one out. That's the one that was teasing me, and now we're up to 18 drives. We can see it here. We can also change to this other view, where we can see that we have 9 drive on each of the 2 controllers in there. This HPE D6000 enclosure, it has 35 drives on each of these enclosures. I have installed 9 now. That's what I have trays for right now. I know that I'm getting some more trays. Sasha from the UK is gonna be sending me a shit ton of trays for this. So from what I can calculate, now that I have 18 here, and I believe he is sending me 48 trays, I'm only missing 4. I'm gonna be able to fill this up with trays very soon. Let's go to the controller here, configure. I think we're gonna enable this Hpa mode here. Enabling Hpa mode will disable any drive configuration using the blah 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 blah. A reboot is required. Do you want to enable it? Yes. What Hpa will do is it will pass through the hard drive to the operating system. So the operating system should just be presented with 18 drives instead of the RAID controller configuring those 18 drives. It's a bit of a shame with a RAID controller this awesome and expensive to do this, but well, most of you want to see this, so I'm gonna try that. There, finish. Okay, 1. What are we complaining about there? Probably just wants me to reboot. Reboot will clear the configuration and enable Hpa mode. Okay, we shall do that. So trying to use Proxmox on this server, I have been trying to forward this RAID controller, and now it's just an HPA, to a virtual machine on Proxmox. I seem to get an error here on the display out, or the console out here in the data center. On the Proxmox virtual machine, it looks like this. It's trying to initialize that RAID controller. I do believe that it usually fails, which is a bloody shame. If anyone has any good ideas what's going on here, I have already tried Twitter and Patreon. Oh, focus. Please do let me know what this could be. Okay, so all that swapping drives around was not a part of the plan today. The plan was actually just to put in those new drives and everything should be working. It did not. It took hours to try and figure that out. So yeah, thank you very much to the guys that have sent me trays for putting in here. It's really awesome, and as said, I believe that there's a lot more trays on their way. So I'm only missing 4 now, I guess. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.